Here we are. This is one of my favorite times. It's when I don't know if my bets won or lost because I'm trying to get this video out to you a little bit early. The Monday Night Football video. We got Minnesota hosting Chicago. And if my bets won for you, I mean, how glad are you to have me in your life? Aren't you thrilled? I mean, seriously, people, they think about all the good things that happened to them when they reflect back on the year. How did my year go? Oh, but remember in March, we came across Andy's videos and then we liked them and commented on them and subscribed to him and helped him climb his way up that bastard algorithm. Or potentially on Sunday, maybe my bets aren't right. And then you guys are in that situation, scratching your head. The guy who kicks the dust. You know, I saw that one time. I saw some guy walking home from work, and he was doing like the walk that you'd see in movies. Like, come on, people don't actually do that when they're upset. He had his hands in his pockets, and as he walked by my house, he kicked like a patch of dirt. The miserable life ain't going my way. Kick a patch of dirt. So, you know, many times those things actually stem from somewhere, and I got to see it in person. Hopefully that's not any of you people, or else you're going to have to take out that newspaper and circle a job that you're going to have to apply for. You know, so many times, I know you see these videos where it goes, things were way easier yesteryear. I seen these accounts on Instagram put, look how great high school life was in 03. Showing videos of people hanging out in the hallways, giving high fives like it's a classic movie. But what they don't tell you about is when you needed a job, you had to get a newspaper and circle hot dog vendor guy and then call him up. Hey, I saw the ad for a hot dog vendor. And if you wanted to place a bet, like any of the bets that we're going to be giving out today, you know where you couldn't go? Caesars Sportsbook, where they got a great promotion. I tell you, you're just not going to get a better intro than that. $1,000 risk-free if you're a new user over there at Caesars. You just got to be located in a state or province where sports betting is permitted. But if you or anybody you know has a gambling problem, another benefit of the internet, you could know that you can reach 1-800-GAMBLER. Not sure if it had it in the newspapers, because back in the day, sports betting, it was treated like we don't talk about that. It was like major publications denying any sort of alien articles. Like, they're going to think we're nuts. We can't print that. And we can't even acknowledge the existence of sports betting. That's the whole premise of these videos, acknowledging the existence of sports betting. And we got the Chicago Bears going over to Minnesota. And in this game, I'm just looking at running backs. Yep, that's when I see a game, I'm like Peyton Manning behind the line of scrimmage. We got this guy going there. Oh, we got a vulnerable secondary. We got a replacement corner. He's coming in. I'm targeting him. We've seen that Minnesota defense. They play that amoeba defense that it pops its way into the league every 15 years. I remember when the Falcons were doing it in like 2011. Everyone's like, oh, this is crazy. But it is a confusing defense, especially to younger quarterbacks, which Justin Fields is. A lot of defenses have confused Justin Fields over the first part of his career. So I believe at some point throughout the course of the game, and we saw this last week with the Broncos, they got Jaleel McLaughlin a couple of receptions, and Pirine obviously went nuts against them in the backfield. I'm expecting them to deploy the backs out of the backfield when Justin Fields doesn't know what's going on, with some checkdowns and maybe even some designed screens, because if you watched how Minnesota lost that game, it was all Pirine on the final drive, and I imagine they're going to game plan in a similar fashion. So I'm going to take the over on receiving yards for both Khalil Herbert and Roschon Johnson. I'm hoping this is all semi-contingent. It looks like he's doubtful. Deontay Foreman. I'm looking for that early season setup we got where, yeah, it's the majority Herbert, passing downs Johnson, 2-minute drill Johnson sometimes, but when he's on the field, he's typically utilized as a receiver, like an outlet out of the backfield. And I mean, look at his receiving total. What do you need? One dink for that? A dink, possibly a dunk? I think a dink might get you there. I'm going over on both of their receiving totals, which are, I'm not going to use the word comically, but let's just say very low. And then on the other side of the ball, fortunately for you, Odd Shopper Premium is actually on this one to the over 1.5 receptions for Alexander Madison. This guy, I mean, he's fumbled multiple wins away. but they really don't go away from him. They use Ty Chandler a little bit, and I feel like Ty Chandler will hit his over on receiving yardage too. I honestly think they're going to go across the board, but it's the over 1.5 receptions that Odd Shopper Premium co-signs on for you. And another Odd Shopper Premium pick, because I was a little stumped. I'm like, all right, running backs, that's what I like. I don't trust Fields against that pass defense that I saw play extremely well. And then we know that the Bears have a good run defense, but do I truly trust Dobbs throwing the ball? Well, Odd Shopper Premium trusts that he's going to be able to throw over 1.5 touchdowns for plus money. And these are the types of games that I rely on them. And you could absolutely rely on them too by getting Odd Shopper Premium. I do use it. I use it to see the first thing I see on the top of Odd Shopper Premium that agrees with me. I arrogantly choose that one opposed to the best one that they have available. But this is one of the best ones that they have for this game, and I have a neutral position on it. I do know that the Bears have a good run defense, way better than their pass defense, so that should open up the opportunity for a couple passing touchdowns. But the over 1.5 touchdown passes for Josh Dobbs, and it ain't going to be a video unless I end you with a Pirates same game parlay. And you could go over to Caesars and use that risk-free bet up to 1,000 if you're a new user over there, like I'd mentioned earlier. We're gonna just take a couple of these OS premiums. I'm trusting them from their boat, and then I'm pulling it on my. Anyway, over 1.5 touchdown passes for Josh Dobbs, over 1.5 receptions for Alexander Mattison. Then we're going to take an elevated receiving totals on one of my two sniffs. The Roschon Johnson, 25 plus, that will get you like plus 2,000. But let's say I have $100. I'm going to do 40 on that one and $60 on the same exact thing. Same exact one, except replace Roschon Johnson with Khalil Herbert, 25 plus receiving. I'm just not sure which one of them is potentially going to get there, but that is how I'm going to build one of my Pirates parlays for you guys if I'm going to go that route on a game that I don't have too many particular leans in. All right, that's what I got for you here on this Monday. I hope Sunday went well. I'm about to find out. Good luck to you. Better luck to me. Make sure you're subscribed here to the Odd Shopper channel, and I'll be back with you before Thursday Night Football. I obviously have my NHL videos. Come follow me on social media where I can relay any late information like I did about the Deebo Samuel hedge on Thanksgiving. And then also follow my YouTube page. Man, that's a lot for you. Yeah, you want money, you want sniffs, go do me a couple favors. I'll see you next time.